imagine you live in a country where people to your west, think that you're their enemy. People to your south think that you're their enemy, and people to the east think that you're their enemy. That's the unique situation that Iran is in. Okay, in the Western world, everyone thinks they're too Muslim, they're too radical, and in the Islamic world, they say they want to be too Western. In the Eastern civilization, I guess. In the East, they tend to have the same qualms as well, kind of like the West and Islam put together. Um, but yeah, that you gotta think that the Western civilization you have is classified as the Orient or Eastern civilization or Eastern civilizations, and then you have the Islamic civilization. Okay, so you have these three civilizations, and where do they all converge? Well, in Iran. Okay, so the Iranians are kind of pretty much screwed. They're you gotta think of them as kind of almost being like in a tug of war. On the one hand, they have a crazy Islamic regime that just has taken over since 1979 and is basically threatening the world and spouting all types of crap that the average Iranian probably doesn't even agree with. And I have to have a little empathy for that because of the simple fact that my ancestral ethnic background does consist of German. It consists of other things as well, but does consist of German. And there was this little spat. You may have heard of it, called World War II, in which Hitler, who was born in Austria and who even is reported having a Jewish background, had him and this little Nazi party got together, in a way, kind of overthrew the government, though they did it through secret. Started spouting a bunch of propaganda, got the people to believe that they were shipping the Jews out to Poland back to their home country. They didn't tell them was that they were, doing horrific things to them. And well, unfortunately, when the Holocaust thing came out of the closet, everyone turned to the Germans and blamed them because, well, the Nazis hit the road and Hitler committed suicide. And that's something that's the biggest fallacy that anybody can ever make is not differentiating between the ethnic group and the political establishment. Okay, the political establishment runs the country. The ethnic group just happens to live there and be born there. You got Soviet Union, you got China. I mean, you got all these regimes throughout the world at different varying times that have been, well, totalitarian, fascist, but they don't necessarily represent the whole country. They might represent the majority of the ethnic group at that time, but to actually brand the whole ethnic group forever for that is wrong. And then every time that the Iranian president Ahmedinejad says something stupid, they always tend to think, oh, well, the Iranians did this or Iranians said that. No, it's the Islamic Republic of Iran. Okay, there's a huge difference. The Muslims think that they're too Western. We think they're too Muslim. Yada yada yada. So they're kind of stuck in this this like tug of war, not only with culture but also with their own government. And you gotta differentiate between Iran, or the Islamic Republic of Iran, and the Iranian people. The Iranian ethnic group, which consists of Kurds, or Persians, Kurds, and so on and so forth. You got to differentiate between that. Okay, the average Iranian is not in control of America or not in control of Iran. The average American is not in control of America. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can cast a vote. Fantastic. Okay, it's one vote. It really doesn't persuade anything. Okay, electoral college is there for a reason. But anyway, of course, this case to me was like I tried to see the silver lining in either case, and I'm kind of pretty much good with the choice that America went with, so I'm cool. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of people don't tend to think about separating the ethnic group from the actual government. Okay, the governments come and go. Ethnic groups usually stay there for at least mostly, unless there's genocide or some other sort that comes in, mass immigration maybe, or at least that's what they claim that that's part of the whole ethnic group disappearing. But yeah, so that's kind of the Iranian situation basically. They're stuck in the middle of all these civilizations clashing. They're stuck there with a crazy ass government who gives a false face, a false representation of Iran itself, and the Iranians are pretty much just throwing their hands in there. They don't know what to think. There are protests against the government. Majority of the Iranians I know of don't really agree with the guy. They've said some rather well, let's just say they were unflattering things about both the president and the Ayatollah. One even went as far as to, well, let's just say that he would have been the Iranian Oswald. Anyway, yeah, so, yeah, don't confuse an ethnic group with the government, okay? Just, yeah, there's two entirely different things, okay? There's, the political establishment, there's the ethnic group, there's the language group, there's the religion, the culture. If you can't differentiate between those, then you got a problem. Okay, that's just you got to make sure that you evaluate all aspects of the given situation. So before you launch war on Iran, talk about how you want to butcher all the Iranians or some weird shit. Think it through and realize that no, it's not the Iranians. Okay, it's the Islamic Republic of Iran. That's the one thing I have to kind of give respect to Germany with is in the Blitzkrieg is you go after the main head guy. Don't worry about the foot soldiers. Just break a path, go for the main guy. Once that main guy's gone, they lose their will to fight, and there you go. Of course, they did that in a way to subjugate people, but we can do it hopefully in a way that's beneficial. Anyway, that's all I have to say, YouTube. Have a Merry Christmas in case I forget. I hope y'all enjoyed your holidays. I hope you enjoyed the Thanksgiving. I hope you'll enjoy the Diwali. All right. I will probably be back on after my finals are done. Wish me luck.